Hello. We are back to the game. It has been a while. So, hopefully the audio is fine. I haven't done a desktop audio in a while, and desktop audio always freaks out. So, it is Skirk Day. If you don't know who Skirk is, this is Skirk. There has been talks about how great she is and stuff. I don't have a good ice type. And Skirk is generally cool, generally. I haven't actually seen the gameplay. I just kind of like vaguely understood it when somebody explained it, I guess. So, I guess we'll see. Crit rate sword. When the equipping character has 0 energy. I feel like she wouldn't have 0 energy for that long. Oh, yeah, that's right. She has a different energy source. That's what... Yeah, I just remembered that one. So I guess technically during that period, she'd have 0 energy. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be going for that. I mean, I have, as you can see, a lot of Prima Gems. I could have a lot more, but I haven't really been doing dailies. I only got back into it recently because apparently you can now... like do a dungeon and get like 3 times as much, 2 or 3 times as much credit for doing it once, which also counts toward the daily. You know, like maybe I don't know how many times you have to do it, 5 or 6 times or something, but oh cool, you just have to beat this dungeon twice and you get freaking daily credit. Like freaking sheesh. But then it also reminds me how like I have to, in this game I have to teleport back to a city in order to cash in on my daily journal. But meanwhile, in Wuthering Waves and ZZZ and Star Rail, nah, you can just do that in the menu, no big deal. Why does it need to be in canon, right? But anyway. So I only started going back into it recently. I don't remember what my pity is at. It's been too long since I've summoned anybody. I think Sitlali might have been my last summon. So I would assume this is not a guarantee.
I am Skirk, disciple of Sirtologi, the Foul. You've proven your strength to me along your journey, and earned the right to speak to me as an equal. Now, let me witness how your fate unfolds.
Okay. Well, looks like I got lucky. But yeah, look at this. Galaxy behind her looks so cool. But then she's an ice type. And it's like, wait, what? Huh? Let's just check if we... Okay. It was possible I could have gotten another 5-star. I'll have to look into whether I'm going to go for this. The next character I actually want is probably going to be one that just hasn't been announced yet. Because I'm still waiting for, like, Alice... who is the mother of Klee, and 2 of the Fatui Harbingers, which, like, one of them, I forget what her name is, but the one with the veil in front of her eyes, like, she seems like she'd probably be cool, but, like, we don't know enough about her yet. But yeah, she'll probably be the next one I go for, which is going to be hopefully in like 3 or 4 months. Hopefully. Let's see if I have enough resources. What is this? Huh? Natlan. Oh, I guess that makes sense. From the mountain, maybe? Oh. I don't remember what this is. I still don't remember what this is. Other than remembering that it was very easy to beat with our Lachino, I think.
An improvement, but it's still not enough for me.
Really should have looked into being prepared for her. A return to Oblivion sounds cool. Let's see. I don't think I have any crit rate weapon. Let me just check. Oh yeah, that. You're right. Those. I forgot about those ones. Right. That seems fine. We'll just do that. I have no idea. Sure. Wait. I thought I can quick. Okay, there it is. Charged attack. Attack. Okay. I don't know which ones are good here. What? Okay, okay, whatever. Okay, I guess we'll just do this. Wait, 22% attack per point? What's that mean, per point? Okay. Looks like I got a lot of resources for this in particular, I guess. This isn't Natland, is it? It is. Okay. Yeah, I guess I was saving these up for Sitlali or something. I don't know. It doesn't say what she scales with. I guess she's just plain old crit rate, crit damage. I assume. Okay. Oh, I didn't check this. Oops. Okay. I guess we'll see. Let's see. Fire? No. Well, wait. What was it? There was an ice. Oh, yeah, this one. This one. This will be good. Probably. Let's see. Obviously, take her out. And then put Skirk in.
Okay, let's take a walk.
And then we'll... This is a little weird because, like, Navia would have to just use her ultimate and that's it, I guess? Yeah, I mean, technically, you could, like, make it so that Shilone and Navia come in, use their skills, and then use their ultimate, if they can, hopefully. Wait a second. No. That makes a little more sense. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Well, then again, we'll see. We'll see if this is something. Oh yeah, what's her? Actually, I don't know anything about her. Normal. Oh, right. It's good. It's fine. Whatever. Pretty good. Kind of works really well. But then again, that one works just as well. That looks pretty good too, but it's a little too white, a little too bland. It's fine. So between these two. I mean, this one's also really good though. Kind of like that one more actually. Whoa, wait, no, don't I have it? Oh, oh my gosh. So I got it when this was on the PlayStation because now I'm on PC. But you can't use it even though you already. Oh my gosh, so stupid. Yeah, we'll try this one. Man. Man. Oh, they got this in this game now? Because yeah, they have this in Star Rail. Interesting. I don't know how much it helps, but it's not bad. Although it is nice to know that I need this many of these. Like, sheesh. Interesting that it says formidable, truly reliable, and then you have, and then you have. Really, she's formidable? I don't know about that one. Really? Probably just because I don't have her. Well, no, it says weapon. Oh, right, the weapon. Well, this is weird. I think, oh yeah, I took her Skyward Atlas and gave it to her, I think, or something. Maybe, no, it was to, I was actually trying to fix Nouvelet. Or no, maybe not. I don't know, man. I could have sworn I gave it to him, though. But yeah, I'm trying to, like, because when I first got Nouvelet, I just, like, did some basic stuff, and he was crazy powerful. And now it feels like he's, like, whatever, but I keep hearing people say, oh, he's an easy win button, and I'm like, not how I use him, I guess. Let me see this. Yeah, she's maxed out. Navia's almost maxed out. Yeah, I was gonna say Barbara should be fine. A lot of these seem to be based on the weapon level. These weapon levels are just annoying. She feels so short. Oh, it turns it into like a dual blade.
Extinguished.
Is she like a shark? Or some sort of fish? Like an abyss shark or abyss fish? I'll hopefully figure her out. Hopefully she won't be too useless.
Baiju wasn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Wait a second.
So many medicines, but
Just making it a little bit brighter. Hopefully. I thought normally this would be enough. But I don't want to turn on the big light. I guess it's fine. You can see my floating head. That's close enough, right? Oh wow, Skirk just kind of relaxing here. Anyway, Yeah, I guess I didn't explain. Yeah, we're doing her character story first. Normally I would do this first, but I want to know more about Skirk right now. Wait, is it over here? Oh, I guess it's been too long. I didn't know his room was here and also could only be accessed right here. Yeah, but what about on this side? That makes more sense that you'd have a bedroom over here. There is no way to actually enter over here, even though it's an even bigger part of the pharmacy. That's so weird. That makes no sense. But yeah, for some reason we have to go meet Baiju. I don't know. That's all her story said. Just let's go meet Baiju. Oh gosh. Voice actors didn't come back. Looks like we have a special guest.
Traveler, Paimon, welcome. What can I do for
you?
you?
I guess the snake was a low priority.
It's the Traveler. She looks absolutely beat these days. She has these huge dark circles around her eyes, like she hasn't slept a wink.
This is the new Paimon voice, by the way. I don't know if this is good or not. I got a real earful. It's such a different interpretation. Like, you can see the childlike whimsy in the previous voice actress. This is robotic, I think.
And she keeps spacing out. You have to call her name several times before she snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is she sick?
Like, I'm getting, like, as if she's, like, a concerned mom vibe or something. I guess oh, is Shinobu prone to sickness? I find this surprising. I guess I could be. I'm not sure.
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Okay, Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good, eyes are clear, breathing is steady, pulse. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. In theory, your energy level should reflect that.
off.
Hence my concern. A clean bill of health is usually a good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside a doctor's realm of expertise.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue. Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is we're dealing with, clues to your condition are sure to reveal themselves in time. Once we know the root cause, we can administer the right treatment.
Seen my fair share of mental afflictions. To start with, some calming incense, good night's sleep, good meal.
In the meantime, Changsheng and I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
So we're not experts on this. I say we should strongly consider calling in a specialist.
Oh, must be a rare condition if not even Baiju and Changsheng have seen it before.
Jungsheng?
Well, all we can do is take their advice. You look like you're about to collapse anyway. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your side. Fingers crossed you'll be all better when you wake up.
Where am I? A lot of thick fog covering my field of vision. Feels more like more real than a dream, but too chilling to be real. My breath freezes in my throat before I can exhale, I feel like my soul has been wrenched from my body and thrust into this strange and unfamiliar space. Whichever direction I look, there's no end in sight, and worse than that, I think there's something in the fog following me like a shadow. If this is a dream, how long till I wake up? And if it's not, then where in the world am I? Oof. What in the... Something just pierced through the fog and stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood. Strange light coming from the wound. I can see this familiar looking spike retreating back into the darkness. Deep inside, it feels like part of me is missing, and now another wave of fatigue is washing over me.
Traveler! Rise and shine! Time to wake up! For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better?
I need you to check if there's a cut on my back.
A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Alright, let Paimon take a look. Nope, nothing there. Wait, did you have a nightmare? Okay, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up.
Head to the restaurant, sensing that something isn't right. Paimon orders a bunch of dishes.
What? So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick fog everywhere, and then a spike came out of nowhere and stabbed you in the back? Oh. Okay, well, that's a new one. Are you sure it was a dream? Because from the way you describe it, it sounds like you were really there. But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed. And you were definitely in a deep sleep this morning.
Maybe it was the dream dimension.
Then, it's decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, Paimon will beat him up. Or, wake you up first and then we can beat him up together.
Paimon's smile has a way of putting me at ease. But what I thought was still bothering me, that dream was so chilling and almost feels like there's something watching from some corner of the world even now. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke there was no wound. Still, if I focus on that area, I feel a vague aching, almost as if deep underneath the flesh something is...
Something is missing?
I'm trying to think which person this is. It sounded like... the nun. It's been too long. The ice nun.
Did you just say something?
Heard that too?
The flesh remains whole, but the soul is incomplete. Left unresolved, the mind will wither away along with it.
Honestly, I would still say it sounds like, what's her name? Well, the ice nun. Sounds like the exact same voice.
What the? Wait! Paimon remembers you! Your child's master! Skirk? Right! What are you doing here? The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right? But then we left and never learned where you went after that. Child's been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmean Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And were you the one behind that hocus pocus just now?
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course! We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. Trust me or not, The choice is yours.
How about you just explain anything about who you are? Other than, I'm Child Master, and I'm the apprentice of... Trying to remember the name. Whatever, that other person. That's it. That's all we know about her. That's it. Like, come on.
If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of abyssal corrosion. Need I say more?
Yes, you actually should say more because I've literally never been corroded by the abyss. In fact, I can absorb abyssal energy, so that makes no sense.
Neither of those things sound good.
Seems to know something, and given what I've seen of her strengths, I bet she can tell what happened to me. I don't know what her goal is, but in this moment at least, I don't think she has bad intentions.
Well, should we trust her?
What do you think?
She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different expert on the abyss to help us out.
Not on short notice.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
Oh, we lost her voice too. I didn't know that. What I saw was a dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse.
So that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, you couldn't disperse the fog. I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and I left cash for the drink on the table. Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
Maybe she's like walking through a portal.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You brought it out to her yourself.
So she's not really of this dimension. Like a literal dimension walker or void walker. Like somebody who's only semi... Like she's like only tenuously in the world. She's only makes herself aware to other people when she wants them to be aware, I guess. This seems a little weird though. Like even for a Genshin, like this is like a pseudo-dimensional being. Because like she's still supposed to be human as far as we know.
You sure?
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine.
Oh, now you mention it, that vaguely rings a bell. And it looks like I did open the wine jar, so it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles your bill. Come again soon.
Okay, but then she doesn't have a voice actress?
Coming!
What the heck? So confusing.
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real.
See, this is a little better with the voice. I mean, it's still not great, but like it's not nearly childlike enough. But it's at least going a better direction. I think when she sounds sad, she sounds like, again, like she's like, I'm a concerned mother. I can't believe you would do that. Type of thing. Like, just like the opposite of what Paimon's supposed to be, pretty much. Like, I don't care how concerned Paimon ever is. She should never sound like above the intelligence of like a 10-year-old, I'd say.
Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway, she told us to head to the Goily Plains, right?
Oh, sorry about that. Wait, who's... Oh, wait, who? Yeah, this event's going on where you talk to people. It's hot. Hot. Too much. This dish doesn't taste any good if it left cool for too long. Taste testing? You're here. Just delivered fresh fish. I was just thinking that since she came, I should serve some cuisine after a bit of heat. It is worth 3 fish ingredients. Hot, so good. Meow, hot, hot. Don't feel obligated. We've got plenty of cold dishes too. I can whip one up for you. That's really delicious. I want to try some. Cold water. Soak it in some cold water. Cool it off first. Meow. Still too hot? Too spicy. Got the cat's tongue. Take it easy. Here, quick. Put this spice ball in your mouth. That says it helps with spiciness. Oh, sorry. Rice ball. So that's a bit better. Let me think. What are some good choices for cold dishes? Wow, this onigiri is great too. Just as delicious as Granny's. Sweet and sour. That's a given. I added steamed potatoes and sweet flowers, as well as dried plums and berries. Why do you eat it already? My tongue, it's on fire. Hot, hot, hot. Yeah, this is just comedic. Only helps with spiciness while it's in your mouth. Quick, here's another, and this time don't just scarf it down. So I assume... Well, yeah, I can't tell if that's actually being affected by voice acting issues. There we go. Hard to say. Really hard to say. I've been getting used to Wuthering Waves, so I'm like, surely there's a new, like, way that you can interact with the world now, right? And it's like, no. Okay, that's something. Okay. If you do that a little, you go faster, or at least it feels faster.
Whoa, what are all the...
Roof towns, collecting
Looks like
something.
they're collecting something.
Check it out. How could you even tell that they're collecting something?
Get to work! Lolling, eat Papa! Get! Let the mountain's veins boil! Fire! Well, with rocks. Watch out! Mine to wield.
Okay.
So, this is what they were collecting.
God remains.
Yeah.
From the moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call God remains. And it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. What are you doing?
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were, real? She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Nobody knew you were aware of you.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities.
Well, you are like not
It's
human.
just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that.
Okay, so she is mostly a normal human. But also, are you passively doing this trick?
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
I wonder if this type of thing happens more than we know. Because, like, there's so many major characters who we just don't know where they are. And it's like, we have traveled, like, almost 90% of the planet. and have not seen so many major characters. Now the witches are really the Hexen Circle. They're very reclusive, so like it makes some sense. But even then, like it's still pretty weird. But I guess like okay, if they just never go anywhere, then maybe it makes sense. But then it's weird because like Alice is implied to be traveling a lot, so that doesn't quite make sense.
Now, can we please get back on track?
Also, that's a pretty big deal that she just erases people's minds casually.
Okay. Where were we?
My guess is that she can't really do that to us, though. Because we're not part of this world. Maybe.
Right. The god remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? In our experience, god remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing. And it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken.
Like my soul?
Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing.
Okay, I was gonna say, this sounds like a really, really big deal. And then it occurred to me, oh right, this is Skirk. So like it has to be somewhat of a challenge for her to even be getting involved in the first place. So yeah, it makes sense. It's appropriate.
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
I don't remember what Stella Fortuna is.
Wait, you mean the stars?
Oh, so it is the sky? I thought it was the sky, not the stars.
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone.
How's that work, though? Like, I thought the sky is fake, so saying 42 fake stars died out, it's like, aren't those actual stars? Aren't those just a part of the illusion in the sky or something? By the way, this is also confusing considering that Arknights has this as a plot point as well for some reason. Doesn't make sense.
In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that individual fall, their Stella Fortuna would not disappear, but gradually evolve into a new constellation. Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. It wants you. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how far it could go.
Why me?
No one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity has stolen, it must be a god-level being by now at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things, and yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
Well, great! You seem super strong, and you know a lot about the Abyss, so Paimon will take it.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me.
We're on very different journeys. Aren't we? Well... Okay. Maybe she's like sort of trying to kill the gods to some extent? I don't know.
You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, Come along.
Okay, just casually.
Yeesh. You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope. She's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname.
Why didn't she destroy the whale boss?
Ah,
She only showed up when it was
Paimon's got
defeated.
it. Frosty the Lavender Melon. Serves that ice queen right. Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, how long is this portal gonna be here? That's interesting. All right. Or where?
Whoa, this place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here.
What, you just stand around or sit around and just do nothing? Seems more like somewhere in the abyss.
It is. I
Oh.
brought you here because time flows differently in this place.
Okay.
I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside world.
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Child's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that.
I actually don't remember him mentioning that at all.
So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well,
really?
I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Have you ever wielded abyssal power before?
See, it's like she's implying. It's like, why did she even say that? Like, I feel like, because people thought she was actually going to be the first one with abyssal powers or something kind of similar.
Okay. Do you plan to learn? That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister.
I mean, it
and that
is.
abyssal power is a wild and dangerous force that always spells disaster.
Maybe not necessarily, but not too far off either.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them, what was once a calamity is now just another tool in your arsenal. I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn to the second best option. A little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was stolen from you.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Okay, anything I need to do?
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding. Like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach her some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago. Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Yeah, that was never explained. Like, yeah, I just recaptured the whale. Don't worry about it, even though, you know, I already fought it. Okay, I'm gonna take a short break. I don't know why I'm falling asleep, even though it's like so early. It's like, oh, come on, sheesh. I wasn't sure if I would be able to get through this anyway. But I do plan to go for another hour about, so I'll be right back. Wait a second. I think I'm gonna do something because I don't like that window capture did that. Or display capture, sorry. Nope, nope. Wait a second. The heck? Oh, there it is. A second. That's weird. Oh, maybe that's why. Good music, by the way. Okay. Yeah, I'll just be right back and you guys can listen to this music for a bit. Okay. So we're back and purple. So purple on purple on purple. Wait a second. There we go. So we're just leaving? It's so weird that we come in here and then they're like, nope, this is what Skirk does in her free time. She goes in here and does nothing. Maybe trains, I don't know. Apparently she's not fighting the Abyss. And then she's almost acting like, oh, the Abyss, they're not bad guys. And it's like, okay, if you say so. By the way, I'm going to eat some popsicles. You know, if I always saw like a cosmic purple as being purple, I probably would like purple a lot more. Or maybe it's like indigo. Like, I think all the purples in here look pretty good. All the purples in here look good. All those shades. But then when we're out here, I don't quite know if I like the purple here or the purple in the sky. I mean, it's kind of a bluish purple, more blue. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it depends if it shines.
Ready?
Bring it on!
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through.
Ayaka is a sword master? Or sword user? I thought she mostly uses a fan.
You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting.
Not necessarily, but sure.
To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
So theoretically then, you actually want a really big framework, a really big skeleton, and a lot of muscle then. Huh? Huh? That's the best. That'd be the best one, wouldn't it?
You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just techniques and which parts can be used to form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless. There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start. Train until you're satisfied with yourself. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Doesn't this just like...
Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Doesn't this just make you practice against like enemies that would just... There'd be a lot of enemies, you know? Like, what if you just have one strong enemy who takes more than one hit to kill, you know? Imagine that. And then you did this for the next 500 days. Oh. Limitless power is surging through me. I'm in the zone. And then Skirk is like, actually, you're not that impressive.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
There's a little bit of a joke when you actually use your elemental skills. Feels like cheating then. Well, that's a give me. That's a little too easy. Amazing. I don't know. I trained, I guess. It's as if I've unlocked the hidden door in my mind and there's a wellspring of strength on the other side. And in my mind's eye, I'm seeing images of the friends I've made in Tibet. Theirs are the sword styles and techniques I've come to know.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
Oh no, we couldn't have Kazuo as voice actor.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Yeah, see, it's weird. Like, she dissolves her sword and then uses a fan. Like, what? How's that work? I'm getting stronger. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. I'm in the zone. Limitless power surging through me. Slash and swipe till you're exhausted.
Huh. Looks like you've made some real progress. That concludes your training session.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be. Time flies when you're training hard. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
Go get some sleep. I'll be doing the same very soon. Let's hope you see that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
So where is the Abyss Order then? If we are in the Abyss. You'd think that they'd be kind of everywhere. Then again, apparently, maybe, well, no, I don't know. Yeah, I can't tell how much of the Abyss Order there is. Like if there's just a lot, or if there's a lot that were turned from humans into the Abyss. I don't remember. I don't know. Okay. I'm like, okay, what is this place? I haven't been pulled back to that place again, but Skirk said the dream mirroring would kick in when I fall asleep, so why am I back here? On closer inspection, this isn't the same dream as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't that chilling fog that made my hair stand on end. Hold on, if dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing inside her mind while she's exploring mine. If this is her inner world, it's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of a flowing stream, but other than that, it's so empty. What's that? Strange looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads.
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Ah, let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
I'm out. The weather is wonderful today.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said? I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Well, what's over there? I feel like it would have been really easy to actually make a real child Skirk model. Something's going on. Like, did we really have to simplify it to this extent? Really?
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run! Help!
Eliminate the threat. Take them down.
Don't be scared.
Ah! This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why is that such a common thing? Like, don't trust outsiders, they'll kill you. Like, okay. Does that happen all the time in Asia?
This? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Smells like something's burning. What's going on?
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
Oh, you're awake. I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
I'm ready.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power.
Which means you're from a different planet, maybe?
Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm.
I'm still gonna say that that's not possible unless you're an alien. Also, I don't know if anybody's ever called the Abyssal Realm the Void Realm.
My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
Yeah, but in that case, like, didn't they stop being humans when they started using the Abyssal power?
The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
No. You still could. There's no reason why the main character can't learn Abyssal power. There's something familiar about the power you use. Almost seems related to Cryo in some way. I mean, she has already shown that she freezes enemies.
A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature.
Okay.
It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you.
I mean, it's silly to be like, oh, I don't use abyssal power. It's like, would there really be that big of an issue if you actually did? I can purify it.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said,
Yeah, I'm absorbing
power does
it.
not simply just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Windblade!
Train the elemental powers one by one, ending with Hydro.
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Water jet!
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Water jet! Ha! Go! Water jet! Go! Ha! Ha! Go!
Along my journey, I've gained different elemental abilities, but I've never trained them all at once
You need to
like
understand
this
what makes you special.
for some reason. Yeah, how about you use multiple? It's like, this is like the Avatar being like, I only use one elemental type per day. You know, it's just fair. And it's like, what the heck? You're learning multiple elements for literally nothing. What the heck are you doing? Like, especially if it's like, oh, I can use this one to trap them in an area, and then like, what if you put like a barrier of earth around them, and then you just throw out some water particles, and then you switch to fire and just fire a massive fire attack or something? Like, there's an idea.
The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Graceful as wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like foliage. I can feel the power of the elements flowing through me, sometimes as peaceful as a flowing stream, other times surging like a raging river. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices, but it's not like some wild beast battling me for dominion. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. Why aren't we mentioning Natlan? That's a lot.
Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
I don't know if I've ever used the water ultimate attack. How long has it been this time? I'm exhausted.
long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Yeah, that was pretty basic. I'm also still surprised that we got a main story event with this patch as well. I'm still confused how that last patch where we had that trial and went, like, I don't know how much that really mattered unless we're going to do more stuff in Mondstadt or something. You'd think we'd be getting hints at how we're going to get to Nod Cry, I believe it's what it's called. This place again. Did you bring me here? Floats away. What is that thing? What is it doing in Skirk's inner world, and where is it taking me this time? I thought it was obvious that this is Skirk, but I guess maybe no. I don't know. It's like this is like a the twist, but it's like wait, I feel like it's a reverse twist.
What is the secret to power?
It's super obvious. What is the secret to power?
Longing, hatred, self-preservation. No, it is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
Ow, it hurts. Daddy, mommy. Daddy, mommy.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone. After all, bones can always be reset.
Can't breathe. Everything hurts. Everything's gone black.
Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh, and mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, Master.
Dream is over, but I can't get that suffocating, oppressive feeling out of my head. I have so many questions about Skirk's past. Where does she come from? What has she been through?
Up. Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
I want answers, but right now it's vital that I complete my training. Once that's done, I'll find a chance to talk to her.
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block. Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your brother. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to him, do you?
It's a little surprising that she knows about him. Yeah, I don't know. She just kind of knows a lot of surface details. I feel like she doesn't know in-depth stuff since, like she said, she's not interested in the world in detail. Oh, you let your guard down. Oh my gosh.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
Describing yourself?
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Oh, you can't actually. Well, maybe you can. Some of them were game broken. Oh, that was what was going on. I didn't think I was in there. No, I can't tell if I actually. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
I guess if you do that for a few days, then that'll be a big deal. Not easy to control my emotions. Battle's overwhelming, but if I can just focus all my attention on what my opponent is doing and how I should respond, it's almost like my emotions take a backseat.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus on the battle. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that isn't relevant to the battle, but I think I'm still pretty far from having full control over my emotions.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Skirk went through this training too, didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason?
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities.
Skirk is right. Now that I've stopped all the emotions I was suppressing are rushing back to the surface. Pain is not an emotion. Exhaustion is not an emotion. Frustration, doubt, but exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I could fall asleep.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
Kind of weird. I wish that it would just give you all of the items that falls on the ground. Then again, I mean, it can be kind of nice to pick up every single item. And it should still be an option, though. Looks like I'm back in Skirk's inner world. Don't see that strange creature this time, but I think I can navigate this space on my own. Don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck here until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then, I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past. and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Let's see here.
Oh.
First things first, you need a new identity.
So she is connected to the Hexen Circle. I keep thinking like everybody that we haven't seen so far in the story is either Snaznayan or Hexen Circle related. Even a lot of the Mondstadt characters that we haven't seen yet seem to be Hexen Circle related. And the Hexen Circle kind of feels like it's aligned with Mondstadt more than anyone else in the world. But yeah, I mean, we know so little.
Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead?
So she is from space then.
As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
I'll have to look into this. So that means she's a descender, right? Or does it not? I don't know. It's also weird because like she's still using the abyssal power, which is technically still a power from this planet. So you'd think that she would be using a power not from this planet, but she is. So it's like...
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return. Although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Dream's over. I can hear the crackling of a fire in the distance. There's a fragrant aroma in the air. Grilled meat.
You're awake! You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you!
Starving.
Of course you are! That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in! Before it gets cold.
Best friends now?
Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forget the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
So full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents.
I wonder if this is going to actually be relevant to the story, or if this is just a minor side thing.
Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded.
That was fast.
When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, Traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
Why only 3 though? Why do you want to be so secretive? After spending time in her inner world and witnessing her memories, so many questions I could ask, but the most important one is, where is my brother? No, we already know she's not from Tibet.
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
Sorry I didn't tell you early, but I was looking at your memories. This is the first time I've seen Skirk break her composure. Guess this really took her by surprise.
I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose. In fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. Wait, speaking of endless darkness, on my first time there, that was all I saw until that strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late.
Recent circumstances?
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
Wait, how did that happen though? Because she had to have journeyed before the training with her master. Because unless the master left this planet, but I don't think so. Like me? Do you mean you're also a descender? Yeah.
No.
No?
We're different in that respect.
Oh.
You're influencing the fate of this world. But me, I'm just passing through.
Oh, is that how that works? I forget how many descenders there were. So that's the problem with the sibling, because we've already heard that the sibling isn't a descender because they've kind of been accepted into the world's natural fate path. Which we don't know what that natural fate path is, but like, you know, it's presumably you're kind of just at the whims of the world rather than making your own destiny. But yeah, again, we don't know what makes that happen to you.
Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So, there you have it. On to your second question.
Why can't she just leave right now, though? Just ask her what her goal is. Thank you.
To become stronger.
Lame.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible.
Tell me the reasons.
But first, I need to understand the source of his strength.
Explain the reasons. So you're just... So we have to assume that she's just... For whatever reason, she's an enemy of Sertologi. So she's going to take on Sertologi. And we'll see about the rest of those 5 sinners, Canrian sinners. I don't remember how many of them are still alive. Every time I learn something about them, it's just too hard to remember because it's so deep in lore. It's like reading a sentence from a book randomly, and it's like, oh, okay, I hope I remember that, and then I don't.
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay. You have one question remaining.
Where's my brother? Skirk's goal is to defeat the foul. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what those certain reasons could be. I'm trying to remember the foul. The foul is it the foul the number 1 or number 2 of the Fatui Harbingers? I think the captain was number 1, so I assume the foul is number... Wait, is the foul number 2? Because actually, no, the number 2 is Doctor. So the foul is number 3 or 4? Getting very confused here. But given how quickly she blazed through that answer, I doubt she wants to talk about it. I have one question left. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Maybe I should take this opportunity to get Child some answers. There's no answers. She taught Child. He now knows how to fight. Learn how to fight on your own now. That's kind of the whole thing with Skirk. She's like, okay, I'll mentor some people, but at the end of the day, my journey for strengths matters the most. So, and it's like, yeah, fair enough. So, like, yeah, she's not a dedicated master for child or anything.
Well, your last question?
Ask about the brother. You know, Child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set.
Yeah, because he was really young when they met, so she actually kind of started his training from scratch. But it's also weird because he's like the most opposite of emotionless fighting that I've ever seen. Like, he is such a crazy emotion-filled fighter. It's like he's just having so much fun when he's fighting. Even when he's losing, he's having so much fun. So it's like kind of weird. Like, he likes the thrill of the fight. Skirk seems to maybe, it's hard to say whether she likes the thrill or not. I mean, I would assume not, but basically it seems like she doesn't really care about enjoying learning to be strong. She just wants to be strong to beat her master, and that's it. Not much more thought.
So during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth.
Not really, but okay.
Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again.
Technically, you already
Until
met.
then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
Technically, you already met him, though. I mean, you can say that. Well, she actually saved him or something, or grabbed him, but she didn't have to throw him through the portal. Remember, she could have just caught him and then just left him with us. Like, what the heck, you know? Also, it's weird that she says that because, like, isn't she replicating her techniques based on Sertologi? It sounds like she's just identical to Sertologi in every way. And maybe she'll, like, overcome him by thinking about Child and me as, like, inspirations for being different, just different enough that she's able to do stuff that Sertologi can't predict. That's my guess. That was a common calculated answer. It's like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I don't know why, but I'm not buying it. She makes it sound like the decision has everything to do with Child, nothing to do with her, but what does she actually feel about it? The abyss is completely silent. This domain must get lonely after a while. Not to mention, she said it's been hundreds of years since she arrived into that, and even longer than that if you count for how slowly time passes here.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
And all that time, she never established a connection with this world. Was it really just because she looks down on the weak? I doubt she'd give me such a straight answer if I asked. Besides, I already used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give me cold, hard facts, but I still feel like I haven't heard her true voice. Also, I'm wondering, why does she have the capability to be alive for hundreds of years? Because coming from a different planet doesn't automatically give you a longer lifespan. So that's weird. But based on what we know, maybe it does.
Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you, best keep it a secret from her as well.
What secret? Everything we learned was pretty minor, honestly. Like, extremely minor, in fact, I would say. Oh, I guess, like, don't tell her that she's an alien. I guess that's it.
Time to go. Oh, finally. Where are we headed?
Just
I swear. I swear. I swear, man. Boom, bam, boom, straight to the moon.
Annihilate.
I wonder if she could fly over water with us. That was confusing. Unless going in water undid her form, I doubt that.
Thank you for
Let me see. Then we'll try over here. That does not look like that worked out. You'd think it would at least freeze the ground underneath her. So that seems a little weird. Okay. Oh, it's so confusing. Oh, there's actually a path to come over here. Or, well, we'll see how close the path leads. So how long is her gauge? Oh, wait, well, that was weird. Okay. Oh, she just needs to swing her sword and she gets the tail back. Weird. Also, she doesn't have all her abilities, so that could be somewhat related.
Wait. This is near the chasm, right?
Yes. If we enter from here,
We're
we'll be able
right
to reach
there,
that
man.
place from your dream.
Okay. We're near the chasm, you say, while literally looking at the center of the chasm.
You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory. Best to proceed with caution.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means you need to stay safe, traveler.
All right. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Oh, wow, I didn't get him. Oh, yeah. Sure. And then... I don't know. I mean, this one's already pretty good. I think that first one might be the best one. I mean, that one's actually pretty good too. More appropriate for her than Chongyun. And that one's good. And that one's good too, though. It probably will be fine. I was just thinking, like, is it okay that I'm bringing these guys in? It's like, it's probably fine. Oh, wait. This is the upgraded Skirk. Or...
Yeah!
Story Skirk. Surprised that you can't lock on.
extinguished.
Power.
So she's fast. So she kind of really needs constant ice or constant electricity.
Look at all these spikes! Careful, don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Just occurred to me. So obviously she doesn't have a vision, right? Which is funny that I never thought about it. But then again, would she have a vision if she was using purely abyss powers? How about that for a question?
Annihilate.
Hey, what are you two doing here?
Okay.
Dusty, like an abandoned house. Let's press on.
I need healing. Sheesh. Okay. That was better. But again, I need healing. Sheesh. Did I miss a heal? Oh, I was missing healing. Heals. That almost killed me. So this is not much healing.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
Focus, yes. Nearby, can't tell where.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Well, why did they even take my soul? You never explained that part.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands. Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
I thought I was evading. Oh, cutscene.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Again, that one's more powerful. Oh my god. So who is it? I can't believe we don't have the voice actress for the main character. Or maybe we had lost our firepower?
I got it back.
Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Who was that?
Traveler! Skirk!
Also, you just got stabbed. Isn't that kind of a big deal? Maybe.
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Guili Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power.
Well, I guess you could maybe purify her power if, maybe if you had part of her. If you had the main character's power, you could maybe purify Skirk's power, maybe, because, yeah, you know.
Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible. Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
Well, like, how much of your power? So you were his real target. Who is he? He was after you from the beginning.
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
But you...
I'll cope.
I'll cope.
Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
The all-devouring narwhal? Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked
No,
familiar.
it does not look familiar at all.
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong.
Who is this?
You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
So she doesn't know who it is.
The Foul? Who dares call him foul?
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look, it's back!
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do? We'll just... How about we just use our endurance to deflect them constantly?
Keep calm and use reason to
Skirk was stabbed by one of the spikes while retrieving the fragment of my soul. In process, some of her power was stolen. Culprit is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. Have a good understanding for his attack patterns. If we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her Paimon safety. It's a hard decision to make, but I think we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle.
Yeah, but maybe you're being stupid. We don't know how weak she is. That's the problem. She doesn't, like, tell us anything.
You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Amazing.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll
I'm
heal
dead.
in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Thought maybe that'd be a shield. Not exactly.
Uh-oh! Falling spikes! Run!
Believe it or not, I have a limit to how much endurance I have. I guess this could be like a focus on conserving endurance, though they never really taught us that.
Looks like this place is about to collapse! So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far. I needed to verify it for myself.
So that was weird. Almost fell down.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
So who is that, though? What's its power? He even managed to steal from you of all people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole.
Yeah, and yet you downplay how strong it is, it feels like.
It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Except for the part where I thought we fought it and it didn't absorb our powers, but okay.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect
Oh.
you. That worked because it was in a satiated state.
That's
so
true.
it was somewhat less aggressive than usual.
Well, wait, is that true, though? Because I thought that it was... I thought it showed up in the courthouse because it actually was in the mood to eat. So weird. But, like, theoretically, it was going to eat all of Fontaine, I think? It was such a weird, random part. It's like, is this part of the prophecy? No? There was just going to be a flood anyway, but also the narwhal's here for no particular reason. Also, the narwhal isn't, like, being controlled by Celestia. It's being controlled by her master, who doesn't really have control over the whale. The whale just kind of was, like, left here, basically, maybe.
It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space.
Oh, so... Well, that's weird. Then why did she even show up in the first place? Now, that's even more confusing. Like, why... How did you know the narwhal was even, like, suddenly active at that moment? You know?
But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Yeah, he doesn't like the foul.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for.
Maybe he's one of the 5? Maybe?
And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey. I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better? Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength.
Is that true?
So,
We don't know
sticking
that.
with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
You said I don't want to be in your debt. Well, I still am.
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go. We shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
Let's go to the
Feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around
temple
a
in
lot
the
of
sky.
people. Oh wait! Baiju said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
Boo. I thought it would be way more fun if it was, if we went to the palace. Where is it? The floating palace. Where is that? Why can't I see that right now?
Merciless.
Oh, am I looking in the wrong direction? Oh, well, wait, am I? I guess yeah, I mean, I thought I was looking in the right direction, and then I was like, oh, I can't see anything. I better change directions. Where is that? Okay, there it is. Sheesh. I guess it was a lot further south than I thought. Yeah, there's Sumeru, technically. Yeah, that mountain there. Well, this seems like a good stopping point. I thought that was actually going to be the story, honestly. It's just so weird that, like yeah, we haven't really learned anything, but, like, she just keeps saying he. And it's like, why haven't you said who it is? Like, we can guess it's one of the 5 sinners, but, like, that's pretty vague.
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like... I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
You heard all that?
She's in the room.
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No. Sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames. Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
Ugh. I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Skirk's stubborn. Even if I tried to convince her to take it, I doubt she would. Listen, Paimon's right. Skirk will stop and take a break once she gets tired, I hope. I should just get some sleep. She's suffering. Skirk? Of course she's acting like she didn't just get stabbed in the shoulder. Something seems off with her, though.
Quiet.
Who's she talking to? There's no one all around, unless...
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk. Run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Right, in that dream I witnessed, Skirk was training alone, but there were disembodied voices talking to her. One of them mentioned a fire. I wonder what exactly happened. If only she could just talk to us.
sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Covered your strengths?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whew! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Because of the spike.
No, I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Okay. Well, I guess that's a good stopping point for a bit. Sheesh. Wait, or is it? Oh, wait, what? Montage time? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a first. I'm just gonna meditate for 2 days.
Morning! Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh, wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
Skirk looks serene, almost like she really is asleep. You again, what are you doing here? Maybe she is asleep because she's so exhausted. Ah, darn. Place feels familiar, but where am I exactly? There are towering cliffs, weathered trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here, but it's broken up several times along the way, with a waterfall at each break. On closer inspection, the color of the water is changing. The color I get to the lower portion, darker it becomes, almost as if... Then that must mean this is...
Right. This is Skirk's
Oh.
inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too.
It's her inner child or something.
Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right? Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
What's with the cliffs and waterfalls?
You noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past, and all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
Wait, that reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power.
So it was Sir Delugi who taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason. We already knew this. Since then, it's been a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret to her strengths. But it's such a bad thing to think about. What has she been through? Why did it have to be this way?
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
I think there's about an hour and a half left, but it's a good enough stopping point. That's fine. I'm fine. Oh, wait, how do I go? Okay, there we go. I'm like, you guys were the ones that just dumped it in me. Like, what the heck? why did they throw me into the dream world? Like, it should have been, do you want to join the go into her mind? Okay, yes, and that's it. But no. Anyway, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to stream. I mean, hopefully on Wednesday, I think. So I think I'm gonna do this, and we'll see how far I get. Depends how busy I am. But I'd finish this and then go to the main story, and then we'll see. Like, maybe go over and play Tsukihime. Maybe not. We'll see. Really gotta get the Delta Rune too. So, but yeah, we'll just bridge this over to the next.
Even time itself.
We'll just bridge this over to the next stream. Also, it's really nice to see that this I forget what they're called, but you know, this partner thing floating next to me is actually really appropriate given Skirk's color scheme. See, there we go. And now we're all sleeping. But yeah. So see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll finish it later is all I can say. Yep.